Hello, my name's Simeon, welcome to my channel, thank you for clicking on the video. DanDaDan has wrapped up one of the strongest and most enjoyable first seasons I've watched in a while, with beautiful animation, heart-stopping scenes and one of the best written romances of the year. Since then I've been thinking about the writing and I've come up with some tips based on what the writers did to make Momo and Okarun a couple that everyone is rooting for and write a compelling romance that resonates with the audience. Number 1. Use the opposites attract trope. She's a sunshine, he's a grump. She's extroverted, he's introverted. He's popular and she's an outcast. It's a classic trope for a reason. Setting up two love interests who are opposites creates an inherent question for the audience. How will these two, who are so different, possibly get together? And there you go. The promise of an interesting ride, a mystery to be solved, and the chance of lots of laughs and misunderstandings along the way. DanDaDan does this brilliantly within the first 5 minutes. Just look at these differences. Momo stands up for herself, Okarun does not. Okarun dresses neatly, Momo is untucked and fashionable. Momo is with her friends, Okarun is alone. Momo talks about a TV actor, hinting that she likes television, while Okarun is reading a magazine. Okarun believes in aliens but does not believe in yokai. Momo believes in yokai but does not believe in aliens. Number 2. Hint at a deeper connection. After setting up how obviously different our two characters are, we want to hint that there might be some deeper similarities lurking beneath the surface that could draw them together if only they could realise how similar they really are deep down. This is done right from the beginning in DanDaDan. Just look at the way Okarun and Momo fight in this early scene. They're identical. They also believe in very similar things, aliens and yokai, but they make fun of the other for believing in them. Another thing that is set up brilliantly is Momo revealing early on that she likes strong silent types like the actor Ken Takakura, and we find out later that Okarun's real name is Ken Takakura, almost like it was meant to be. Number 3. Have the characters help each other. Another angle you can explore here in your writing is to show how the characters' differences are complementary and how they are making each other stronger. For example, after spending some time with Momo, Okarun starts talking to other students. He changes his hairstyle, he starts working out, and becomes braver in battle, all because of his love and respect for Momo. Momo, meanwhile, becomes more openly compassionate and less concerned about what others think. She apologises to her grandma, sticks up for Okarun even though others might make fun of her for it, and helps several monsters rather than simply defeating them. She is already clearly intelligent, but she begins to use her intelligence more and more to outwit the monsters they face. Because of their different powers, they must work as a team, and we also see their teamwork in battles improve throughout the season. Number 4. Force them together. Oh no, your two characters went to visit a log cabin and now they're snowed in and there's only one bed, an old Barry Manilow record and a couple of bottles of wine to see them through the night. How could this have happened? Okay, in all seriousness, characters being forced together is another common trope in romance writing, but it doesn't need to be as obvious as the example I just gave, and it's common for a reason. In DanDaDan, this is done very cleverly. First there's the bet. Whatever happens in this scenario, the loser would have to be the gopher for the winner, and that means the two characters would need to spend more time together. Then, after the bet falls apart and both our characters get powers, we quickly learn that Okarun cannot use his powers without Momo's help, and that if she doesn't help him, he'll turn into a dangerous monster. Oh no, I guess they'll have to spend some time together sorting this one out. After that comes the deal they make with Turbo Granny to get Okarun's you-know-what back. By which point Momo is so invested in her new life fighting aliens and yokai, it seemed very unlikely she would want to go back to a time before she had him in her life. Number 5. Introduce obstacles. Just when our characters are getting on, you want to throw a spanner in the works. After all, if it's too easy, there will be no drama and it won't be as satisfying when the two characters finally get together. Just ask Jane Austen. DanDaDan does this expertly with a surprisingly tense series of scenes where Momo and Okarun are desperate to talk to each other but keep missing each other. This is punctuated by an accidental kiss that feels certain to spark something until we realise that Momo is in pain, and to make matters worse, her friends have shown up, causing both characters to deny that they have any feelings at all for each other. Another classic way to stir things up is to introduce a love triangle. This is done for Okarun with the introduction of Ira, with some pretty hilarious consequences. I especially enjoyed the scene where Momo stumbles upon the two of them and feels jealous and hurt. We see in that moment how much she truly cares for Okarun, how highly she thought of him, and how betrayed she feels now. The second love triangle comes into play with the introduction of Gingy near the end of the season. He's Momo's childhood best friend, her first crush, he's athletic, goofy and popular with girls, and oh yeah, he's going to be living with Momo until they can clear his house of evil spirits. Okarun does not take the news well. All the while, we the audience are rooting for Okarun and wondering how he can possibly compete with this more attractive and more socially confident opponent. It's great stuff and I can't wait to see what tricks the writers use in season 2. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy DanDaDan? Were you rooting for Momo and Okarun? What writing tricks did you pick up on? Thanks for watching, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.